going to continue on our lab 9. Yeah, so basically we will do exercise on Java beans in JSP. Yeah, so I'm sharing my screen now for the lab 9. Yeah, Java beans in JSP. All right, before we move on to this lab, anyone have any questions regarding the test? Any issue? All okay?
Okay.
Okay. Yeah? All right, so if not, no issue regarding the test results. So today we're going to continue on lab 9, which is Java Beans in JSP. So we're going to develop web application. Yeah, same, yeah, as what we have practicing before. So you need to create a new project for this. Name it as employee. Yeah. And then create a Java Bean name staff. Okay, so I have done that. Okay, let's go through this one. So I have already my project name employee here. And then I already create stuff.java. Yeah, so I put the stuff.java in a package named person.bin. Yeah. Okay. Next here, C, you need to edit the stuff Java bin to implement the java.io.serializable. And then you need to add the data member, which is age, first name, and last name. And also add constructor get and set method. So basically, I have done that. Implements the java.io.serializable. And then I add three data members, first name, last name, and age. And this is the default constructor. And this is the getter, setter. And all of these are getter and setter for each of the data member. So this is your Java bin. Yeah. It's a traditional Java class, yeah, whereas the difference it has this, yeah, should implement the java.io.serializable. Okay, so it's a very basic Java class that implement get and set and have one constructor. You need to have this constructor, yeah, default ni, because whenever that you create object through JSP, yeah, so it require the constructor to create the object. Okay, so now let's create JSP. Yeah, exercise number 2, we need to create a JSP. Okay, so basically, right click here, new JSP, name it as bin.jsp, click on finish. So by default, auto create the heading, oops, the hello world heading. So here, you need to type the text, a JSP text for use bin to instantiate a bin, and then you need to have get property and set property, and to get and set the bin's properties. Okay, let's do that. So basically we have JSP, and then ada use bin, right? And then you have ID. Okay, your ID will be, let's say, staff, isn't it? Is it staff? Yes, it's staff. Next, the class. Okay, where do you put the class? Will be person dot bin dot staff. Yeah? And then the scope. So I need to be default one, which is page. Yeah? Okay, next, close tag of JSP use bin. Right, ataupun you nak buat macam ni pun boleh, backslash. Okay, we are not going to close it yet because we want to do something inside this JSP use bin tag. Yeah. So basically what we will do, we want to do some set. Yeah, set property, name stuff, property, first name, last name, and age. So this is creation an object, and then you set the value of the object. Yeah, it's like you create object tu guna Staff.java. So dia tak ada lagi first name, tak ada lagi last name, tak ada lagi age. Yeah. So now you want to set all the values, yeah, for the object name staff. So you use JSP set property. Okay, so name, then name is the object name, property is the value. So let's say Abu. Sorry, property is the data member, yeah, first name, then value. Okay, then close that. Oops. Then another one, you nak buat dia punya last name, lepas tu age kan. So change the property become last name, then maybe Abu Bakar. Okay, and then the age, set it to 21 maybe, right? So this is the set, yeah, set property. Okay, all done. Lepas you set ni, dia macam you set value lah. Yeah, you create object with empty. So first name, last name, age tak ada lagi value. When you proceed, yeah, bila JSP process the set property, so they set the value with first name for Abu, last name Ibaka, and age is 21. Yeah. Next, lepas you set, now you want to display back the property. So what you do, JSP get. Okay, so name, staff, property, sama je. Yeah. First name, oops. Okay, and then ni get kan. So to scroll stack. So same goes to the last name and also age. Okay, class, faham the code and how it runs? Any questions so far? So kat sini you letak lah in the front tu you letak staff first name. Yeah. So kita nak buat macam ada header sikit kan. So maybe this get property will put inside the new paragraph. So dia akan jadi heading lah. So this will be first name. Ya, maybe you nak buat macam ni. Nampak dia lagi kemas lah sebab you nak display kan. Nak buat dalam table pun boleh. Should be okay. And then move the last name. Then the age. You tahu kan, P stand for what class? Paragraph, Okay, so kita nak indent dia lah. Okay, look, kemas lah, ya. Dia akan jadi one line je. Right, so that is for displaying back, staff age, staff last name, staff first name. Okay, you boleh modify lah accordingly, Okay, that is the bin.jsp. Okay. So that is exercise number 2. Nak try run, boleh. You just right click here. Let's try run. So it should display the value that you have set. Okay. So exercise number 3 basically asks you to add a method in Java Bean and also modify the JSP to call the method get full name directly. So this is basically for you to concatenation. You want to use some concatenation. You want to concat the first name and last name. This is the number 1. All right. So basically you go to stuff.jsp. So you add another method. Okay. You add the get full name and then you concat the first name with last name. So you ada letak space sikit lah. So dia akan return, this method get full name will return first name with last name. So you do a concatenation. This is what we call concatenation. Yeah, we concat the data member for first name and last name. So this is in Java Bean. In JSP, you also can try that, call it directly. So what you do, B, new paragraph. So because you create the object name is staff, so you need to call staff. Sorry, before that, kita buat dia dalam bentuk scriptlet biasa. Yeah. Okay, and then sebab dia return, whenever that it return, so kita guna expression. Staff dot get full name. Then close that. Okay, so basically dia akan print out lah. So tadi bila saya print out, saya deploy. So this is what you will get. Tadi Abu Bakar, age 21. Alright, so ni get full name kan? So let's say the full name is, okay, let's say saya run again. So the full name is Abu Bakar. So kalau nak make it ada space sikit, bolehlah spacekan sikit. Boleh kelas? This one?
Boleh, Doktor.
Boleh, Doktor.
Okay, this is for the lab exercise. Next kan, number 2 ni ya, tadi dah settle this one, number 1. Number 2, you need to modify the bean.jsp to set and get bean properties based on request parameters. So how to do that? Anyone have any idea?
Scope request.
Based on request parameter. So just like you have a form, kan? Form bean.html. Okay, you masukkan data, submit the form, and then bean.jsp will set the properties using bukan request parameter. Dia guna apa? Semua orang
Post
mesti ada.
method.
Post method tu dalam form. Ya. Dia nak set tu. Instead of using this, kita guna apa?
Param.
Yes, correct. So kita tak guna value abu dah. Ya. Kita guna param kat sini. Param equal to value daripada form tadi. Okay. So you kena modify lah sikit. Ya. First name macam ni. So just imagine that you have kat atas ni mungkin the body, you ada HTML form lah. So modify this bean.jsp, you ada form, form action equal to bean.jsp, method of course post. Okay. You ada HTML lah. So close form. Oops. Sini ada 2. So delete 1. So dalam ni palette kan ada kan. So just direct this. Saya buat dalam table lah. Okay, table, mana table? Okay, border size 0. Row 2, column row width, space spacing 2, cell padding 3. Alright. So kat sini TRTD, so first name kan? So you drag the input output. First name and last name. So bolehlah buat untuk first name sekali. So nama dia first name. Initial value tak ada. Same goes here. Okay, this one last name. Tapi nak tambah lagi satu TRTD for each. Just change this one. Each. Right. So this is your form. So once you submit this form, submit button tak ada kan? So let's do that. button, input type text, input type button, name. Okay, done. So kita ada satu submit button. So this form will submit to the same page. Yeah. And then kat sini instead of guna value tadi directly, so dia akan ambil parameter. Yeah. And then parameter here. So you gantikan lah macam ni. Yeah. So dia akan jadi first name. And this one going to be last name. This one also going to be age. Okay. So tak semestinya sama ya. Kalau katalah you nak guna param ni kat sini you tak nak pakai first name same as data member. Katalah you nak buat ada hyphen ni, boleh, tak ada masalah. But make sure here the param is the same thing. Ya. Yang ini memang kena accordingly to the stuff bin, Java bin. Ya, kena fix lah. Ni sama eh. Whereas form ni bolehlah kalau you nak pakai according to the form. Okay, boleh kelas? Ini ialah cara kita pakai request.get parameter. Similar to request.get parameter lah, tapi kita guna param. Instead of you create satu lagi variable, boleh. That's also can, no problem. Okay, and then you just use kat sini the variable name you letak. Ataupun value tadi, letak variable name. Also can. So there are multiple ways to do the coding actually. So it's how actually you choose lah the simplest way ataupun the efficient way. Yeah. Okay, any questions for that? That one is number 2. So far okay?
Okay.
Okey, doktor.
Okay, all right. So you have post lab. Post lab, you need to create a Java bin, coffee bin. Yeah. And then in this coffee bin, you need to have 3 data members. So declare 3 data members, number of sugar, price, and type of coffee. And then you have, okay, methods, default constructor. And then you have assessor for all the 3. And also you need to have mutator for all the 3. Yeah, 3 data members. Okay, now is actually you want to create an HTML form. Okay, so create coffee order.html. So you create the form, make sure it have form action, like this. Because I notice bila test tu ada juga yang tak ada. This one is very important. Kalau you tak ada this form action to where the page going to be processed, and also what are the method. So salah lah kalau you ada form macam ni je. This form will not be processed any page. So dia takkan function lah. Bila submit tu, nothing happen. So you need to have the action where your form will be processed, and you need to have the method. Okay, the method must be post. So this is required for the form to be function, to be processed. Okay, make sure you do this, coffee order.html correctly, because I saw some of you did not do that in your test when I asked you guys to create guestbook HTML kan. The method tu tak ada, the action pun tak ada. So dia macam tak function lah nanti the HTML form. Alright, next after you create this, make sure you ada submit button. Input type equal to button. Sorry, input type equal to submit. And then create the process, coffee process.jsp. Okay, so after you create the copy process ni, make sure that you use the request scope. So tadi saya guna request page kan. So you need to have scope equal to request. Then you need to display the result like this. So meaning that after this form being submitted, you need to have the set. First create this use bin, and then create the set where you set the value with the one from the HTML. Meaning that you can use this param, or you want to use create variable. Okay, like guna scriptlet. Okay, guna scriptlet, create variable, guna request.get parameter, and then dekat sini you masukkan the variable name. Boleh. Yeah, or you want to use directly like this, also can. Yeah. Okay, after you set the value to the data members using the set property, next you need to display the results. Yeah, display the Coffee Bean results. So you use the get property. Okay, and then you arrange lah. When you arrange that, make sure you arrange in this way. So actually tak adalah besar sangat ni, saya besarkan. So you boleh make it just like heading 1, So Java Beans in JSP, customer order, Lepas tu adalah type of coffee, flat white, number of sugar. Ini depends on what dia what is the one that being submitted lah from the form. Okay, any question class? Boleh?
Boleh.
Ada apa-apa lagi? The rest of the class? Can you all proceed with the post lab?
Boleh, Doktor.
Boleh, Doktor.
Ya. Betul ni, Nazim? Eme, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Izzuddin? Kamiza? Nabila? Aimi? Akila?
Okay, doktor.
Okay. Alright, so I think that's all. If all of you can proceed, boleh je continue if you want to do it. If you have any problem, just let me know, You still have until 12, Kalau boleh nak tanya saya anything about the lab exercise. Okay, can you all submit by Sunday? Boleh?
Boleh. Boleh.
Okay, alright. So it's just sama je kan dengan apa lab exercise yang saya tunjuk tadi. It's very similar. Just the lain lah topik dia, coffee. So coffee order, so you buat HTML untuk order coffee and then submitted, set the value and then display back the value. Okay. I think that's all. Untuk price tu, tak perlu pun kalau kata 1 spoon, 2 spoon. Tak apalah, it's okay. Just display back the value. Kalau you nak play around with the some calculation also boleh, no problem. Alright, I think that's all for today. If tak ada questions, kalau ada yang dah buat, nak tanya questions, nak stay also can. If you have any issues, ada problem untuk troubleshoot also can. I'm still here. Okay, I think that's all for today. Thank you, class.
Thank you, Doktor.
Thank you,
Doktor.
Thank you, Doktor.
Thank you, doktor.